Yeah? It's the same with Floyd Mayweather.
How much does that tarnish the legacy of a legend like Pacquiao at this point?
I think it's just something that happens.
Okay.
Generally that happens with big stars. That at the end of their career, they think, right, how can we now have the final phase of our career? Right, it's a good idea to fly around the world and box people. Ali did it. All these guys did it because what happens is a market becomes bored, might be a word, where really, we talk about pay-per-view buys for Pacquiao. The last one against Vargas, I don't know that done on a freestanding platform. I think Brook against Pacquiao is a great fight. I think that's a pay-per-view. I think that could be a strong pay-per-view fight. But it seems to me that the American broadcasters, the American market, are now saying, "Okay, Manny, you've done your stint. Now for the new blood." And the new blood might be Gennady Golovkin, Ward Kovalev, these kind of fights. And I feel the same about Cotto. For me as a fan, I think that era's passed as well. So why are we doing Cotto Kirkland on pay-per-view? I'm talking now as a fan, not as a promoter. I'd rather see, I don't know, Lomachenko against the new blood come through in proper fights. But there's still a guaranteed number of buys that can be generated by personality, a character, a fighter like Cotto against anyone. Same as Canelo. Canelo could fight anyone, and they'd do 200,000 buys, 250,000 buys.
Floyd seems to think that he knocks him out. Last night on ESPN, he was talking about it. He says Canelo stops him. GGG.
Canelo stops GGG?
Yeah.
No, I do think it's a very good fight. I think it's a very competitive fight. I rate Canelo massively. I think it's a great fight. And I think he's improving.
The reason he said so was because he said that GGG had problems with a welterweight, Brook, and that he thinks Canelo...
It's different styles, though, isn't it? It's speed. His styles make fights. I would have loved to have seen Floyd against Triple G. Loved it. He probably would have beaten him, remarkably. But how do you maintain the pressure for 12 rounds? See, Brook did it for 3 or 4 rounds. He got wobbled in the first, had a really good second round, decent third, but then it's just pressure. The beauty of Floyd is he wasn't a puncher, yet could still maintain the pressure.
But even now, could he beat him? Even now, at his age, could Floyd, if he decided to come back and fight Triple G?
I'd still love to see it. Love to
you would still think that he would be able to beat Triple G now at 40 years old?
Do you know what? He's that skillful.
Yeah.
It's just, Golovkin is so underrated. His feet are so underrated. When you speak to Kel, you'll speak to him tomorrow. It's just like he cuts the ring off so well. He doesn't even look like he's doing it. And for someone that doesn't know boxing, they just think he just marauds forward. But he makes you fight. See, Brook Golovkin was so exciting, but it wasn't necessarily the game plan. Do you know what I mean? Brook had to stand and fight with him, which I don't think he really wanted to do. Well, he can't have, because it was definitely the wrong tactics. But you have no choice. You can box and move, and you're here and he's here, and then you move over here, but Floyd has the skills to tie him up, and I don't know.
Really, you think